Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here to talk about The Walking Dead Season 10 finale, and I want to talk about that ending of the trailer where we have all those walkers, because we have some things that Greg Nicotero said about those walkers, and the plan to escape, as well as some stuff that we've learned from the past, and I want to do a little bit of a discussion on what's going to happen here, because this looks to be very bad for our characters, to say the least. We're going to be talking about some of the hints in the past about characters and things that might happen in this episode, as well as even the episode title gave us a hint of some things that could possibly be happening. General spoiler warning in case you aren't caught up. I always say that in case someone isn't caught up, but we aren't going to be like spoiling anything by any means. But I'm just assuming you wouldn't want to watch this video if you aren't caught up. But yeah, with that being said, let's get into it. Alright, so yeah, going back to that trailer, that ending is pretty insane with all those walkers. I mean, that is, we had all those walkers in season 6, so it's hard to say, like, we don't know the exact amount, but that, it's pretty safe to say that's like an insane amount of walkers compared to something they've dealt with before. It's actually insane, and not only that, there's whispers inside of that, so and they're all trapped inside of that main building, and they're gonna have to escape some way or another. And I feel like maybe some of them are not gonna escape. I mean, the title of the episode is A Certain Doom. Even the title of the episode being A Certain Doom, like there's certainly gonna be a doom, right? I mean, I don't think everyone will survive. I mean, we've talked in the past before, about the moment in the comics around this part, which I'm not gonna get into, but all I'll say is that a major character ends up biting the dust around the part that we're at the TV show, comic wise, and they pretty much confirm that something like this is gonna happen in the TV show as well. So you guys let me know in the comments down below, who do you think it's gonna be? I think it could be multiple characters. I think it'll be one prominent character though. I'm sure there's gonna be, a lot of no, I don't want to say a lot, but like a couple, secondary characters, like the background characters in the communities. But I feel like there will be at least one prominent main character who ends up getting killed, and we're gonna talk more about that in a little bit about who you guys think it could be. But even during the virtual Comic-Con, Greg Nicotero was talking about this, and we've talked about this in the past as well, about how, it's pretty obvious in the trailer, but he was just telling everybody that how they're going to try to move through the horde of walkers, and just, we've seen him do it before, with the walker guts and stuff like that, and he just mentioned that's what they're going to do. And we know that based on seeing it in the trailer. But he also mentioned how it's going to be pretty tough because there's whispers among the herd of walkers as well. So they're going to be facing like the double threat here with the walkers and the whispers. Like even in season 6, that was an insane amount of walkers that attacked Alexandria. The thing about that though, it was only walkers, which is still a lot, but now they got whispers among the walkers, which is just going to make it so much harder. And we saw what happened in season 6 when they were trying to navigate to the horde of walkers. It was insane because like Sam and his family ended up getting killed because the slightest move, like the slightest wrong move, could just like, once that walker senses you're a human, like you're done for. So it's gonna be really interesting to see all of them try to escape, which is why I don't think anybody really thinks that everyone's gonna escape, because at that point it would just be unrealistic, right? And the tricky thing about it is that not only now do they have to navigate through the horde of walkers with this situation, there's also going to be whispers in the mix. And I'm assuming like probably every single whisper is going to be there, because this is like the final battle, right? There was this image that they released of, it was like a promotional image of Daryl navigating through the horde of walkers, and behind him is somebody with a whisper mask. Now, we don't know if this is going to be a whisper or someone on the good side, because in the trailer we also saw people putting on the whisper mask, like we saw Kelly doing it. So we can't just, I remember talking about this in a video and talking about how if this is a whisper, like Daryl might be like so screwed right now, because like they could just stab Daryl and then bam, the blood. And that's another thing with the whispers, when they stab somebody, they'll start bleeding. And then that's also gonna make the walkers attracted to them because they can smell that blood. I think that's how it works. So I think because of that, this is gonna obviously be a lot more dangerous than what's going on, or what would happen in Alexandria in season 6. So we'll see. Obviously not everyone is gonna survive. And Greg Nicotero was also talking about how there's gonna be a jaw-dropping moment coming soon, or not coming soon, like coming in the end of this episode. That could be related to this situation, or it could be related to the Commonwealth. But the point is, like, not everything is gonna go well, and there are gonna be some characters, I think, who bite the dust. I mean, back to what I was saying earlier with the comic moment where something like this happens is very similar. I'm not gonna get into it, but it's a pretty important character, so that's why I'm kind of thinking that at least one prominent character will end up dying. But I also think that there are going to be just like, casual people, secondary characters who get bitten. I think especially during the moment, because when they're all trying escaping, there's going to obviously be characters who get bitten, which amps it up, makes like everyone super anxious about like surviving, because I don't think it's going to be, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of the first people out, because think about that, like we have like the first group, because they are going in groups, remember. So I wouldn't be surprised if like maybe the first group out ends up maybe getting bit or stabbed by a whisper. How scary would that be? Especially the stab by the whisper. And that would definitely like put the stakes up, Everyone would be super scared to get out of there, and they really have no choice but to do it. And there's a lot of people there, which is why I made a video a couple of days ago talking about this is where the Commonwealth and Maggie can come and help them out, because there's a lot of people there. Like there's little kids there, and what if everybody can't do it? They're gonna maybe have some other way of escaping, like whether that's the Commonwealth coming and helping them by killing the walkers, or maybe there's some sort of other escape plan with in the video I talked about like maybe a helicopter lands on top of the building or something and takes some people. So we'll see who makes it. You guys let me know in the comments down below, who do you think will make it, or obviously the better question is, who do you think isn't gonna make it? Again, my theory is I think there will be one prominent character who ends up dying, and then I think maybe a couple secondary characters from some of the communities. It's just sort of gonna be varied, I think. But again, let me know, who do you think it's gonna be? When I say prominent character, I know everyone's mind sort of jumps out at like Daryl or Carol, which don't worry, mine does too. And I know we've been talking a lot about them for the last couple months, but with the more I think about it, especially for Daryl, I just think it'll be, I just don't see it happening. I mean, if Rick and Michonne were still on the show, then yes, I could definitely see that happening. But because we have these other main characters who are already gone, like even Maggie was gone. Maggie is coming back, so that's different. But if you look at the history of, the last few seasons, we've had so many main characters leave, from Glenn to Rick to Michonne to Maggie. And these are like the core characters from the early days, and think about the people who joined the show in like certain seasons. Not everybody watched it from season 1. So, maybe people who tuned in season 3 for the first time, like maybe, Daryl, Rick, Maggie, Michonne, Glenn, that was like their OG, Those are their OG characters, and now they're all pretty much gone, which is insane to think about. So that's for those kind of reasons. I don't think it's gonna be Daryl. Carol, on the other hand, I could see that happening. I've seen some people use say that they kind of think Carol is gonna die because her story is wrapped up. She got what she wanted with Alpha and stuff, and maybe she's gonna sacrifice herself to save somebody. And I could see that happening. If they really want to go for that jaw-dropping moment, and if they're referring to somebody dying in that jaw-dropping moment of the show, it could be Carol. It really could. I mean, we really haven't had because of Rick, Michonne, and Maggie all leaving, we haven't really had like a big character death, I think, since Carl. And I know that's only been 2 seasons, or more than 2 seasons, 2.5 seasons now. So if they really want to go for it and make fans a little bit like, like they're saying here, their jaw dropped, then I don't know if that's referring to the character death or something totally different at the end of the episode. But the point is, like, if they really want to go all out here, I wouldn't be surprised if it is Carol. Some other ones could be Gabriel. Which I would probably pick Gabriel. My pick would probably be Gabriel because of him being in the forefront and everything like that, leading the group in the trailers and opening minutes. I really like Father Gabriel though, which just kind of sucks if we lose him, because he has grown so much as a character and he's awesome. But some other ones, like I said, it could be Gabriel, it could be Aaron, I think maybe Eugene, Rosita, Ezekiel. These are all, like, when I say prominent main characters, that's what I mean. Probably like those bunch. I think at least like one of those main characters, at least like a title screen character, that is. And I could totally be wrong, maybe not, but that's what I'm sort of thinking. But let me know in the comments down below what you think. Who do you think it's gonna be, and what do you think is gonna happen just in general in this episode in terms of that final, the moment where all the walkers are attacking everyone in that building? Who do you think is gonna escape? Who do you think isn't? How do you think they're gonna escape? How many people do you think will make it out? Let me know all your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. I quickly wanted to make this video to talk about this because it does look like it's gonna be getting pretty intense. So with that being said, I am gonna wrap it up there. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating. Again, let me know all your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. For more Walking Dead videos, just be sure to subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching, everybody. Please stay safe, and I'll see you guys soon.